Hi friends, this is Pastor Lucas Pin and this is your snack for the journey. And during this week we're talking about our spiritual life, our spiritual growth, how we grow in our spiritual life. And this is very important. Last week we talked about the prayer that is very important for our growth. If we want to grow, we need to learn how to pray, and we learn with a prayer hand. And this week we're using the same tool from the navigators, the hand, to talk about the Bible, how we learn the Bible. If we want to grow in our spiritual life, we need to learn the scriptures, we need to learn the Bible. And we saw that there's 5 things that we need to do to learn. We need to hear, we need to read, we need to study, we need to memorize, and today we're going to talk about the last one. And I'm going to put the whole picture there for you so you can see the picture of the whole hand. We need to meditate in the word of the Lord. And Psalm 1 verse 2 and 3 says this, but he is the light. It said, blessed is the man. The verse 1 says, blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, or stand in the way of sinners, or sit in the seat of mockers. But he is the light. He is the light. Is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever he does prospers. His delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He meditates day and night. What meditates mean? The word meditates is it's the idea of you hear, you read, you study, you memorize, and then you keep that in your mind, bringing every time in your mind what that means. How can I serve the Lord? What should I stop doing? What should I start doing with this word? How should I apply this word in my mind, in my heart, in my life, in my family, in my business, in my school, wherever you go, whatever you do? You just keep thinking about that word, the word that you learn. If you read in the morning, you keep that verse in your mind all day long and keep thinking about that verse. How do I apply that in my life, and what the Lord is teaching me? What can I learn? What the Lord is saying? You meditate. You keep thinking. Mastigating the whole day, the whole week. Sometimes it's the idea of to have the word and think about the word all day long, all the time. That is the idea. And it's very important because meditation is in the thumb, the big one, because it's. Let me show you something very interesting. Those are the 5 fingers. And the thumb is the one that touches all of them. So every time that you hear, you should meditate. Every time that you read, you should meditate. Every time that you study, you should meditate. Every time that you memorize, you should meditate. So meditation touches all the others, because it's very important that you meditate as you read, as you hear, as you study, as you memorize. You think, what God is telling me, what God is saying here, how that apply to my life today. Meditation. So those are the 2 tools that we learn about the Word of God. You need to hear, you need to read, you need to study, you need to memorize, you need to meditate. It's a discipline. Yes, it is. But if you want to grow in your spiritual life, You have to eat. You have to eat. And this is your snack for the journey. God bless you.